So let's say you have 2 or more RenPy games under your belt and you want to pull a Psycho Mantis. On one of your games, you want to check to see if the player has your other games installed, and if they do, you have a little Easter egg for them. How do you do that? Well, there's a function you can use. I called it def isGameInstalled, and it takes one argument, which is game name. We start out with a variable, path to check, which is an empty list. It first checks to see if the OS name is NT, Project NT Windows, or platform.system equals Windows, which is the name of the operating system. It tries to check app data and local app data, because those are the 2 locations where the RenPy folder is typically installed. If you've ever played a RenPy game, it's auto-installed a folder with the game name in either local or roaming, unless the developer has specifically coded it to install elsewhere. For macOS, it's looking for platform system Darwin, because macOS is based on Open Darwin, and I guess that's the name that they stuck with. The path is a bit different for Mac. It's in library, because Mac doesn't have an app data folder. And then on Linux, it's tilde/.renpy. So it tries to find game name within the path that you specified here based on what OS it detects that you are running. And if it finds it, it returns true. If it doesn't, it returns false. In the game code over here on the right side, you can see how I utilize it in World Without Reason. If isGameInstalled World Without Effort, which is the name of my other game, then it shows this dialog. If it's not installed, then it shows this other dialog. In World Without Effort, you interview 3 suspects. One of them is Mr. David Yang, who is the father of Lana Yang. If a player has played World Without Effort before playing World Without Reason, they'll have proper context about what happened to David Yang. Otherwise, it's just going to sound like a non sequitur. So for people in the know, they're going to get this extra bit of dialogue. So how does that look in the game? I currently have World Without Effort installed, so this is going to play out in the first scenario. Now let's go into my app data roaming folder and delete the World Without Effort folder. We'll go back to the game, and now it'll play the second scenario, which, if you remember, is going to be 2 lines of dialogue instead of 5.
I do, but please don't speak to me in it. I don't feel like having extra eyes on me today. You know how things have been lately.
And you can do this with multiple games. I could put anything in here, and I did. I have a check for Software, which is another visual novel that I thoroughly enjoy, and I have one for Tax Heaven 3000. So have fun with this. Easter eggs are meant to be fun little extra bits of non-story content.